What's going on, world? It's your homie SenseiRip, and I'm back again with another video. Today we got Mysonne reacting to Kanye West speaking on George Floyd in his recent Drink Champs interview. So y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip from Mysonne and hear what he has to say. Make sure to leave your thoughts and comments down in the section below. Yeah, let's get right to it.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary.
It took me all day to comment on this video. I seen it early this morning. I was kind of triggered. And I said, when I respond to this video, it can't be an emotional response, right? It has to be bigger than emotions. It has to be bigger than triggering and shock value. First we want to start off by saying that Kanye West is a billionaire. I think in the video they said that he's the richest black man or something like that. Kanye West has made a bunch of good music that a lot of us love. But I want to say that none of that shit matters. At this very moment, how much money Kanye has, how many records he's made that we love to hear, it matters not. I can go in about so many different things in this video and what he says and how, shit don't matter, doesn't make sense, or, it's just a grown man crying because he's dealing with his life ills. Some of us have had to deal with prison, and we had to deal with what we had to deal with as men, right? We didn't get to cry every time. We didn't get to whine. We didn't have billionaire issues, but I can go into that. But that's not even what I want to go into. I want to go into the fact that this man utilized his voice and his platform to talk about what we as a world know is probably one of the most malicious murders in history. We witnessed it. Like, we literally witnessed a man executed by a police officer, and he told us what we saw didn't happen. He told us that with our own two eyes, when we watched the video, we heard it. I actually was in the courtroom. I've seen different angles. I heard this man. He said the man said a prayer as a man begged for his life and said that he couldn't breathe, and he called for his mother. He called it a prayer, and he said somebody hit him with fentanyl. To be that insensitive, right? To utilize your platform to be that insensitive to a family, a grieving family who is friends with me. Like, these are friends. Wu is like my brother, his cousins, and these are my friends, like really close to utilize your voice again to speak about someone who's lost their life in order for you to push whatever agenda you have is trash. It's not even manly. It's not respectful. I think at this point it's not entertaining no more. Right? Just like watching Kanye no more, it's not even entertaining, it's disappointing. It's like you watching somebody that you once had a level of respect for, that you once thought was somebody, and you watching them completely just diminish everything that you thought they represented for. But the reality is they never really represented it, right? They said you see who a person is when they have money, right? And this is who Kanye is. Kanye thinks he's Jesus Christ, and he doesn't care about someone else's feelings. He doesn't care how insensitive it is. He doesn't care that he's lending his voice to white supremacy. He doesn't give a fuck about that. At this point, None of that shit matters. He has his money, he has his agenda, and that's all that matters to him. He is lending his voice to white people who say that, oh, we could choke them a little bit. They should be able to breathe. You know, if you hit them, they can take pain. He's lending his voice to this age-old myth that we can take pain, that you can harm us, and we supposed to. Matter of fact, that we're not even human beings. Because as a human being, for a man to have his foot on your neck for 9 to 8 minutes, and 8 to 9 minutes, and you think he should still be able to breathe is insane. But this is why Kanye, to me, is one of the most dangerous black men in the world. I don't care about your political views. You can have your political views. The reason why your voice is dangerous, because we invited you into our culture. We invited you into our world. We thought that you represented us. And you go out into this world as if you represent us. You go out and speak as if you are speaking from the black marginalized community. You go out and speak as if you have ties to the streets and things that we all come from and we've experienced. And then you say stupid shit like this. You get on the platform and you disrespect the family of George Floyd. You disrespect the struggle of black people in America. Constantly with you know, Rosa Parks didn't flee the slaves. Slavery was a choice. All of this shit, you constantly disrespect the reality that black people in America that's not billionaires have to deal with every day. It's a disgrace. It's not entertaining no more. And to constantly continue to give him a voice to say stupid shit like this makes no more sense. You know, anybody else that at this point, if you decide that you want to give Kanye, because I don't think it's nothing else he has left to say that he didn't say. I don't think it's anything else that somebody want to hear from him, especially in our communities. Kanye has made this decision that he don't give a fuck about us. He don't give a fuck about common black people who have everyday struggles. He doesn't care about that. He has absolutely no feelings, emotional tied to somebody going through a regular struggle. Kanye is gone. He's no longer the Kanye that we once thought he was. And every time that we allow him our platforms, he is doing detriment to us, our society, and our people. And it's sad. And if you, at this point, if you call Kanye a god or you call Kanye a genius, you need to seek serious psychiatric help because you have your own issues. If you're trying to find the hidden message in what Kanye said, it ain't no hidden message. It's no hidden. Kanye is saying exactly what it is. He's a black man with money, and the struggles of the regular everyday black man does not concern him. He don't give a fuck. He's telling us these big issues that millionaires have had before he got there, black millionaires have had before, but ain't doing nothing. Kanye, how many buildings have you built in Chicago that can house the homeless? How many, these boys is over there, how many homes in Chicago are you building so they're not shooting and killing each other? You know, how many homes are you building so that women don't have to have abortions, right? So what are you building to stop these things that you say is actually the problems in the black community? As a billionaire, as quote unquote the richest black man, what are you utilizing your money to do to change the circumstances that are killing our people? You're not doing anything but getting on these platforms and talking and ranting. There's no genius in that. A man who is a billionaire has access to wealth, has access to media and access to everything, and ain't building nothing to change the conditions of his people. You and Candace Owens are doing the same thing. You get on these platforms and talk about black people and do nothing to change. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? Only thing you're doing at this point is disgracing yourself. And you're disgracing your mother, and you're disgracing your family, and you're disgracing anybody who looks up to you. You're letting your own people down. And I strongly urge, please, man. He disrespected Breonna Taylor's mother. He done violated legends. Now is George Floyd's family. You know, and I think if we complicit in him desecrating the legacy of these people who lost their lives, at the hands of state-sanctioned violence, if we desecrating our people so we can hear Kanye say a bunch of dumb shit, then what are we really doing?